guys thought?
Oh, it feels really good. And I love the way we did it. We got back to who we are for 60 minutes. In the first 8 minutes, I knew we were going to win just by the way we were committed to playing north and playing at a goal line. I thought our forecheck was excellent, and we made them defend.
Could you have asked for a better? You talked this morning about getting off to a good start. Could you have asked for a better start?
No, but this is the way we were starting games when we played really well, right? There was a purpose, there was an intent. We got to our A game right away.
Jim, 8 points back in mid-February. How'd you do it?
Great leadership, led by our captain who scored the first goal tonight. I thought consistency by the staff and the players with our communication. And then I just thought that we grew so much culturally and in our team identity. And those two things, when our players started using words like togetherness, the words I used, those were their words I used this morning, you know. Selfless, sacrifice, love.
How's Thomas doing?
We just took him out for precautionary reasons, and I think he's fine.
Jimmy, you lean so much on your veteran guys to obviously lead the way. But what about, and just tonight, and even in general, the contributions, Bolden, Snuggerud, the way he contributed? What have they learned through this whole process?
Well, what they've learned is what it takes to win in this league, you know? And it's such a great experience to understand the grind and the mental grind, more than the physical grind, that it takes to win battles, to win every foot of ice in this league that's the greatest league in the world, in big moments, and being able to come through in big moments. It only gives them this is going to give us years of good vibes, because the experience and learning how to win, it's not easy, to find that in the league.
With Snuggerud specifically, what were your emotions when he got his first NHL goal?
Happy for him. Genuinely happy for him, because he's had a lot of opportunities, and I'm actually surprised it took this long with the opportunities he's had, because he knows how to score. And it also was a big goal at the moment, just because the power play was pushing our lead.
And when you first got here, was this a moment you thought was realistically possible this year? Or when did you really start thinking this could happen?
I thought as soon as I coached the first game against the Rangers, I saw how much depth of talent was here. And I thought, if we can get to the right places in our habits and our game management, that we would be able to do this. But like I've said all along, it took longer than I expected.
A lot of people around the league have said the Blues are going to be a hard out in the playoffs. Why do you believe that to be the case?
Just because of our belief in the room and our commitment to playing the right way, you know. All those things that we've talked about today, I mean, it's a real thing for us.
You talk about the culture and the identity that's sort of the growth that you've seen. What do you think it was that made it set in so much from the Four Nations or after the Four Nations? Great.
One thing I think we did is we spent a lot of time together, more time than we were before. Even like, we didn't give maybe as many days off. We didn't go on the ice anymore, but we would come to the rink and we would be together. I think that helped the culture. I think it helped foster better communication by everybody involved, especially peer-to-peer in that room. And then I just think we have 5 guys who have won a cup here. We have a lot of other guys that have come from organizations here that are glue guys. And then you have young guys that have come here that all they know in the NHL is being a Blue. And being a Blue matters. And I think when you combine all that together, there's a lot of guys that take pride in representing this city.
You know, just had 5 minutes ago, but what are your early thoughts on Winnipeg?
Nah, I don't have any thoughts on Winnipeg right now. We had to stay in the moment. There's plenty of time. I don't think we play till Saturday, so there's plenty of time to get ready for Winnipeg.
12 games, 12 wins in a row at home ice. How important is that kind of momentum going into the playoffs?
Not really important. We wouldn't have been in the playoffs if we didn't do it. But I will say our crowd was fantastic. They were electric to start, like we thought they would be. And I think our players fed off it. Like, I thought the first 8 minutes, I think they had one shot, and it was a dump in. You know, we were really on our checking game and playing to our strengths.